You ate 3 meals today, at roughly the same times you ate them yesterday, in roughly the order humans have agreed on. You put a fork in your left hand or your right, you probably didn't start with dessert, and if you had breakfast, you almost certainly ate a specific narrow category of food that we've all decided is morning food, for no reason anybody can explain. Every one of those decisions was made for you, centuries ago, by people whose reasons had nothing to do with your body, your day, or your kitchen. Today we're pulling apart the way we eat. Why 3 meals? Why breakfast is different food? Why we say cheers? Why the wedding cake exists? And a few facts about eating that everybody repeats and that are simply not true. I'll tell you which. Let's go. Start with the big one. Why 3 meals a day? There's nothing biological about it. Nothing in the human body requires exactly 3 feedings. Cultures have eaten 1, 2, 4, 5. So where did 3 come from? For most of history, the pattern was different. In much of Europe, the main event was a large midday meal, and it was the real dinner, eaten at midday, because you needed daylight to cook and daylight to work, and eating heavy at midday fueled the afternoon of physical labor. What we now call lunch was the main meal. Supper was a small leftover thing at the end of the day. Then 2 things moved the clock. First, artificial light. Candles were expensive, but as lighting improved, wealthy people could eat later and later, and eating late became fashionable precisely because it showed you could afford to burn light. The rich pushed dinner later into the evening, and everyone else eventually followed the fashion. Second, and much bigger, industrial work. When people left farms for factories and offices, the day got sliced by a bell instead of the sun. The parts worth keeping are the parts that were never about status. Eating together, waiting for each other, saying thanks, sharing the dish. Those show up in every culture on Earth, which is how you can tell they're real. Now your turn. What eating rule were you raised with that you've never been able to explain? Is there a food that's breakfast where you live and dinner somewhere else? What did your family always do at the table that you've since discovered nobody else does? Put it in the comments. I read every single one, and the best go in the next video. Until then, keep asking why.